the Indiana Fever are that golden destination, and I can't help but laugh to the fans and the people online and the media commentators, unfortunately, who said that nobody wanted to play in Indiana. That doesn't make any sense.
Remember when Sheryl Swoopes had plenty to say about the Indiana Fever? Well, DeWanna Bonner just ended her 6-month Twitter silence, and she didn't return with a simple "Hey, I'm back" post. No, she came back with a statement so powerful it sent shockwaves through the entire WNBA. Not only is she officially signing with the Fever, but she's also shutting down one of the most ridiculous narratives in the league. The idea that Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever fans are toxic, that myth, consider it demolished.
And also joining a team that's just impressive. I think everybody's seen the second half of their season, and it was an unbelievable season. And I just felt like they had a dynamic core, and I just wanted to be another puzzle piece into what they had. And hopefully I can give my knowledge, my leadership, and give it to, these young players. So when I retire, they can, pass it along.
Might be thinking, wait, isn't this the team that no one supposedly wants to play for? The one players are allegedly avoiding? Well, DeWanna Bonner isn't buying into that nonsense. Seen the baseless takes from Sheryl Swoopes, the endless social media debates, and the tired talking points that have been circulating since Caitlin Clark entered the league. But instead of sitting back and letting it all slide, Bonner decided it was time to shut it down and set the record straight.
And Sheryl Swoopes is MIA. They got a APB out for Sheryl Swoopes. If you see Sheryl Swoopes, she did a lot of talking a few months ago about the Indiana Fever, the locker room environment, how people didn't want to play there, how people wanted to leave.
The moment DeWanna Bonner put on an Indiana Fever jersey, she sent shockwaves through the WNBA. It's easy to see why. She's not just here to play. She's here to lead with one goal in mind: turning the Fever into a true championship contender. But amid all the excitement surrounding her signing, one name keeps coming up in every conversation: Caitlin Clark. Every time Bonner talks about her new squad, there's a spark in her eyes when she mentions the rookie sensation who's already making waves across the league.
Season, and I think she gets the ball to people in the right positions to help them be successful, so that's huge. And I'm hoping that I can give her a little bit more leadership and knowledge for her to understand this league a little bit better. And like I said, when playoffs hit, she'll be...
You're wondering why this interview made such an impact. It's simple. WNBA veterans don't usually hand out this kind of praise to rookies. First-year players are expected to prove themselves, earn their place, and maybe, just maybe, get a shout-out from a legend. But DeWanna Bonner couldn't stop raving about Caitlin Clark, her court vision, her game-changing ability, and the sheer excitement of sharing the floor with her. That speaks volumes. Bonner has played alongside legends, battled Hall of Famers, and won championships. So when she says a young player is special, you know she sees something brewing in Indiana. For one, the location. My kids are right up the road, and I've spent a lot of time away from them. That, plus the core they have here, just felt like the right fit. I want to be another piece of the puzzle, bring energy and experience, and take us to a different level in the playoffs. Asterisk, let's get one thing straight: Bonner's decision to sign with the Fever wasn't just about basketball. Moving closer to her children was a key factor, and that's completely understandable. But let's not pretend that was the only reason. When Bonner looked at Indiana's young core, Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Holshe, saw something undeniable. Not just talent, but hunger, grit, and a team ready to break through. The Fever's relentless fight during their playoff push last season stood out to her. She wanted to be part of that journey. We're hungry. I think we're a hungry group. I'm just excited to get out there with everyone and see the final roster, because I'm sure there's more in the works in free agency. I'm just sitting back, waiting, but I've got April 27th training camp marked down. I can't wait to get out there, set our goals, and get to work. Asterisk, if there's anyone who understands what it takes to win in the postseason, it's DeWanna Bonner. She holds the WNBA record for most playoff minutes and games played. She's battled through elimination games, lifted trophies, and thrived in high-pressure moments. When a player of her stature chooses to join a team, it's not a casual decision. It's calculated. She sees something real. Caitlin's just a smart player. You can already see what she's done in her rookie season. She gets the ball to people in the right spots to help them be successful. That's huge. I'm hoping I can bring some leadership and knowledge to help her understand the league better. And when the playoffs hit, she'll be ready. But Bonner isn't coming to Indiana just to be another veteran presence. She's here to change the culture. She's already talking about raising expectations, bringing a championship mindset, and pushing her teammates to new levels. Picture it, Bonner stepping onto the court with this young, hungry Fever squad. Aaliyah Boston dominating the paint, Caitlin Clark running the show, Kelsey Mitchell lighting up the scoreboard. Bonner's presence elevates them to another level. Her versatility allows her to defend, score, and lead, guiding this team through the ups and downs of a grueling WNBA season. This isn't just about adding another talented player. It's about shifting the entire identity of the team. They have dynamic pieces: Caitlin, Kelsey, Aaliyah, Lexi Hull. They've got a great core, so why not add to that? Want to help take us to the next level in the playoffs? I played against them last season in the first round, and the way they fought back in game 2 made me excited. They didn't lay down, they came back swinging. That's the kind of team you want to be part of. Asterisk, what's truly impressive is how much Bonner is already investing in her new teammates. She's not just showing up and going through the motions, she's studying film, talking strategy, and figuring out how to elevate Clark, Boston, and Mitchell to their highest potential. She sees the Fever as a puzzle, one that's almost complete, and she just might be the final piece that turns them into something unstoppable. I just want to make Caitlin's job easier, and she'll do the same for me. We've already started connecting. We had a great workout this morning. She's a fun kid. It's going to be exciting. DeWanna Bonner has played alongside some of the greatest guards in WNBA history. But she sees something truly special in Caitlin Clark. It's not just her deep shooting range or her ability to set up teammates. Her relentless competitive drive. Clark approaches every game like she has something to prove, and Bonner respects that mentality. She's already thinking of ways to help Clark elevate her game even further, and considering Clark is already shattering records. That should send chills down the spine of every team in the league. They kind of went on this crazy run. They were the most well-gelled team at that time. They went from the bottom and just kept trending upward. This was one of those teams where you're like, man, you don't really want to see them in the playoffs. We got the matchup. And I think our experience helped us. But that second game, they came out swinging. You could tell they were on the rise. Was literally Fever on the rise. That was exciting to see, and it played a big part in my decision. Asterisk, last season gave us a glimpse of what the Fever could become. Late season. Surge showed promise, but now with Bonner in the mix, the stakes have changed. This isn't just about development anymore, it's about winning. Bonner understands what it takes to build a championship team. And she's bringing that knowledge to Indiana's young, hungry roster. I'm hoping to provide leadership, but honestly, last year helped them a lot. They understand now that the playoffs are a completely different ballgame. It's one thing to make it tits, another to be prepared. You can't afford to get punched in the face in Game 1 because it's hard to come back after that. You're facing a veteran team trying to win 2 straight after losing the first one is a battle. But I think they've got it.